Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a few things that I wanted to say and they're all on the computer because your girl is short of time. Well, this first part says, write whatever you want without hesitation, no matter how weird or extreme it seems, because you can always edit before anybody sees it. And it's so weird today because when I was at the cafe, I was like, I have the mind to where if I know everything, I get like this energy, and if I know something, I know I got all the details or most of the details, to where my body and my mind just want to self-sabotage because I want to, I can go over here and do this, do. Like, I don't know why it's hard to like just sit down and get what I need to get done. I don't know, sometimes my body just reacts that way, so therefore nothing gets done. But that's only sometimes and not every day, so I just have to live with that reality until I can like just force myself to do the work. And this next part is going to seem controversial, but I'm still going to say it anyway because I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, well, I'm watching my favorite films because I watch a lot of sci-fi. I watch everything mostly except like horror. I watch horror mostly in anime if I'm watching it. I don't know if this is first sentence is my thought or I heard it somewhere, but I'm thinking I thought this. Filmmaking is about taking in information and making it your own. But it literally is just taking concepts from different things and putting it together to make it your own. Because they say there is no fresh stories, ideas. I mean, there are fresh ways on how to do things. But as far as story concepts, we basically heard it all. It just depends on how you tell it. So no matter what, just write the story that's in your mind and your heart, because that's what the world needs. Your story is different than anything else, because that's what I have to tell myself all the time. I was like, what can I compare this to? What kind of comp title? My friend, I was like, you don't need comp. I'm like, girl, you do need comp titles if you're trying to sell your shit. But it's like, I have enough. I have about 8, but I just wanted anime thing so I can watch it. I was thinking about what's the comparison anime that I've already seen that I can just technically watch, well, listen to at work, listen to different stories over and over to get the concepts, to get why do I like it, what's the underlining of why I like it. And that really just makes me a better writer, to think of like the psychological way of reasoning of why I like it. Because I used to think like, wow, a lot of these directors steal information or entire scenes from anime. Not all of them, of course, but like if you go back and look, there's literally an anime on when that like the room was rotating, there was an anime like that. So I was like, if you really think about it, a lot of those people are just fucking thieves. So that's why I was like, I'm making stuff too complicated for myself. I know I want my work to be my work, my dreams to be my dreams. So there are remakes, but then there's something like you have your comparison titles to where you take things and make it your own, like I said earlier. Not to steal, like don't steal nobody's work, that's just weird. But if you have a story and you're like something's missing, and what's missing, just go out there, look at your favorite stuff, and then you will find what's missing from your story. But for me, like I said, I want to put every single thing I love within. I have like these 4 stories that I'm writing, but I want all of them to have my heart in it. What does that mean? That includes every single medium that I intake, whether it's novels, movies, TV shows, video games. I haven't read enough graphic novels, but I'm writing one now, so I need to get more into it. But every single thing, I mean, I guess anime kind of takes up for that, for like the manga aspect or the manhwa aspect. But now I just want to really tell you guys about certain lines in my story. Like, I guess I don't want to really give certain stuff away, because I know I was like, oh yeah, just like get inspiration from other people, but not for my shit until it's out. I'm so crazy. Okay. Oh, I wanted to say, the questions that I have for my main character in my space novel is, what is like on space and Earth, what in another world and on Earth, and it also has to do with the past, the present, and the future. Technically, well, the present slash future, same shit. Well, for my story, it's technically the same thing. The only reason why I'm saying that is because it's one of those stories to where you're just in multiple timelines, but at the same time it's linear. So it's gonna be like that. My questioning is like, how is the boyfriend going to use his power? She kind of gives him power, but it's like he has to learn how to use it throughout his journey, but without her. So I think I already know who's going to help him with that. Is my main character going to be overpowered? The question is yes. She is, but I was like, how am I going to? I've been watching some YouTube videos on like overpowered characters and how do they work and how don't they work. But I think I figured it out on how I'm going to make hers work. I had to figure that out with the theme of it. Because you know how people talk about theme, this, theme, that. In this story, I figured out my theme because usually I'm just like, well, I'm just going to write the story and the theme is going to be what it is. But I have a specific theme within the story, and my theme is balance. It's going to make sense within the story, but I was like questioning. I was like, well, why does everyone say balance this, balance that? But you see what the world is, and it's not balanced. So that's what my theme is. And how is her training going to go? Because she has to go through a training thing as well with the boyfriend. So I have to come up with things for different timelines, things for the past and the future. So I told my friend, because we were at a cafe and I was talking to her, and I was like, this story has to have, as when I want to finally sit down and write this story, because I have a lot already. In this document, I have 26 pages. In another, it's just 5. And in this one, is 31 pages. So there's like a lot of notes for this story, but I just have to organize it all because, again, it's like essentially 4 different storylines, but it has to be linear. Is she going to destroy the evil dude? And how is she going to destroy him? Is she going to destroy more than one person? Like, I'm saying destroy because she has like a very specific power. I think like there's probably a Marvel character with this power, but it's like an unknown character essentially. Because there are just so many freaking characters over there. I have a few more questions, but that's a little spoilery. Or I just really, just want to keep it to myself for now until it's in a process of becoming a book or a show. And it's dealing with the fact of love, bonds, dimensions, like... And because I want it to be a lived-in story, and this story is going to... I really want this space story to become a TV show, but since now I'm making it a graphic novel too, I want it to be so lived in. So, I always had this concept in mind because I want it to be a TV show, but like with the food, the architecture, how they move around the world, everything I want it to seem natural. And then I had to come up with things like, what is she doing on Earth versus what is she doing on her world? She has to go through this transition, but I literally like, what is she doing on Earth? What are they doing on Earth? Everybody needs to have a role, a job, but everything also at the end of the day, everything has to be surrounded by her, so around her, because the main story is her. Everything, we need to care about her so much. Everything needs to just be centered on her. You don't want to just go into a side story. Yeah, you will see like the lives of her friends, her boyfriend, what is her family doing on both worlds. And then I was like, am I making this too complicated for myself, thinking it's complicated? Because when I'm reading through all of my notes, and because ADHD, you sometimes you just have to be in the mood. But I don't want to just wait for my body and mind to be in the mood. I need to force myself to finish all of my stories. Like I have to reread my book. I guess we can transition into the book now. I have to reread the book every day. I work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts. Okay. Before work every day, I need to listen to at least 4 hours of the book. I need to move everything to Scrivener. I need to buy Scrivener. But everything's in Word right now, and I just go to the review and I just listen to it being read to me. And I need to look at my beta readers' feedback on top of what I already know I want to change. But I just need to just go back through it again before I do a deep dive. And I need to just make sure my notes are clear on what I want to do, so there's no hesitation. I just can go. I think I'm going to just start a whole new document and just copy and paste stuff and rewrite as I'm rewriting, just so I won't get mixed up. Because the main problem with my story, I think, again, is like I said in my last video, is really just mindset. Like my mind and the character's mind was so intertwined. I guess because that was really my first work, and I did want her to be more like me because I didn't see a lot of people talk about the stuff that I wanted to talk about. But for the story, I can move that portion of her personality into another story and just be done with that. Like get all of that out from her and just erase it completely. And there's other characters that I just have to erase because when I was working on my second novel of that duology, some characters were just not making it, and I was like, well, they don't need to be in the first book, or I can just kill them off. That'd be cool too. Edit this into the previous part. Even within this novel, I wanted to talk about like when does he feel her? They have a connection to where they can feel each other. So it's like when does that part happen and what is the lead up to that part? And then it's like when he's training and she's training and what is her friend doing with her family? Because her family, in reality, the friend's dad hates my main character's dad, so he's like essentially trying to destroy him or dethrone him in a sense. So the children are just caught up in some BS, but the daughter is the main character, so obviously she's going to be a main part of handling that. And also with my book, the reason why it sounds, certain parts sound like how it is because the novels I was reading at the time, they don't match this timeline, like the where we are now in the world, where obviously a lot of stories, even like 1984, stories like that, certain stories will always stand the test of time, I feel like, especially political stories. But this is not necessarily, I mean, it's an action story. It has a little bit of politics with like the government trying to control people. But as far as the mindset of the character, it was just old school. That's what one of the main problems about her personality was. So I just want to change all of that, and then I think I'll be good. So again, for the next 2 weeks, I just want to read through. I just want to officially finish this timeline for my TV show. I want to finish the outline so I can start writing it at least by July. If I can finish both outlines for the book and this TV show by July, I'll be so happy, because that means that I can finish first draft of the the graphic novel slash TV show, and I can finish another draft of the other book, and then I can have my beta readers read them again. So that's what I'm going to be working towards. And I just want to give you guys that quick update because I do need to start uploading. I don't know why I'm like fixated on wanting to do vlogs like everybody else, but I really just need to realize that I don't have the time for that, because I'm trying to have this movie commentary channel as well, and that editing those videos takes so freaking long, bro. And that's taking up time from my writing, but I do just need to clear out some space for my computer, and maybe that'll go by faster. So yeah, we shall see how everything goes. So I'm just gonna probably from now on just do a weekly update or every 2 weeks update on what I'm doing and if I'm succeeding, if I'm handling my goals or not. Hopefully I am. I hope you all are too, because in reality, if you're not going to do it, who's going to do it for you? If you're not going to write it, or what is the quote? If not you, then who? If you're not going to write it, somebody else is going to write something similar, okay? And when this girl, she asked me, oh, you've traveled to all of these places, and I was like, well, if you're not going to go by yourself, then you're never going to go. If you're not going to officially make plans and goals and follow through, then you're never going to get your butt done, or you're never going to find a new outcome of how it's going to go. It's going to take years. You just have to realize the shit is just going to take years, and you just got to get over that mindset and just do it. Time is going to fly by regardless. That's why I started traveling. I would say if I don't travel, even though I'm we all need more money. We all need more money, but I rather slow down with K-pop concerts, slow down with just buying random shit, save money. If I'm going to buy something anyway, I want to buy it in South Korea or Japan or wherever I'm going. I got to go back to Thailand because I got like $600 worth of American dollars, but in Thailand baht, I think it's called. and I have to go spend it because I forgot to get it at the airport. Well, I had this money in a different pocket in my purse and I didn't see it. So now regardless, next time I go overseas to Asia, I'm going to stop there for at least 3 days, you know? I gotta go spend that money. I'm not gonna let that money go to waste. That's like a whole paycheck. So now y'all know how little bit of money I make every fucking week. But yeah, so just get it done, babes. And let me know what y'all working on. I do want to start like my own community and having other writer people to talk to, like how most other people on this freaking YouTube channel have. So
Your body is not who you are. You shed it like a snake sheds its skin. Leave it forgotten behind you. Ignore your assumptions. Don't trust anything. Let experience wash over you. Absorb it like a sponge. Expect nothing. Only then can you be prepared for anything.
yeah, until next time, it's be your girl Charity. Bye.